Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Benjamin's Panthers going up against Evans's Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Watkins. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go. Boo, Landy. Boo, Landy. Back there in that belly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green,
and the tight end goes in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cummings. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. Got some real estate inside the 30. And touchdown, Carolina. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
To get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Winston now from the 50. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A first update now from Cleveland. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They start the drive with Abdullah. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Halfback sent in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Back to throw here, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 36. That one goes for 24 yards. In motion right is Watkins. Detroit! Back to throw now on first down. A dump off for Abdullah. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Here we go. Leopard. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
Touching that
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run here. Abdullah. Fighting off the defender. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Watch. Sonny. That's a safety creek. Watch it. Easy. Hey, switch.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a second down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Jameis now on first down. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here, Winston. And it is incomplete. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.